Hello. Can everyone hear me? Hello. Okay, my mic is having audio, which is good. Is the stream up? Testing, testing. Is the stream up? If you can see and hear the starting screen, please let me know. Because it's been a hot minute and Okay, it seems like we're good. Thank goodness. Hello and welcome to the left side of reality. This is your host as always, Snow the First. Last time we got some training in of some agents that really needed it. This week it's gonna be more of the same, but with a little extra wrinkle. That wrinkle being my Stream Deck app disconnected from the stream, so I have to do these things manually, which is annoying. Anyway, the extra wrinkle being our friend Censored, who's back from the dead. After being part of the facility, but eventually being sent away via memory repo, it is now back in the facility and may in fact be a permanent part of it. The good news is that it means we know more or less what to expect. Okay, right now, 214 boxes, slightly discounted because of the extraction. Our nugget to be dealing with Censored is probably going to be Jose, our ever-reliable control team captain. Because he has the claw, he has Justita, and should be able to handle anything that is thrown at him, but we'll keep an eye. Oh, where'd he go? So, I forget whether I brought it up when it was first being announced, but the Limbus Company and Arc Knights crossovers happen, and people are having a lot of thoughts about it. People had no idea what to expect from the story, but now that it's here, it's actually pretty good. Can you do work here? You can. Yeah, that's kind of the issue with limited events like this. Limbus Company has never had a limited event like this before. But now that we have genuinely intriguing story and characters that show how well the two worlds cross over, it sucks that we're gonna lose it. Like, genuinely. Where the heck is Jose? I guess it is a very long walk. I guess we figure out what we want to do with everyone else in the meantime. You need fortitude bad. Everyone here could use a bit of a fortitude boost, except for you, who could use justice. Can Rin survive a round of bird? Where the frick did Jose go? No, that's Parker. You just have, you just look like Jose. Okay, cool. The thing that happened in the most recent episode that you uploaded is worth mentioning, because after being away for most of the collaboration... What the... I really thought I sent you down. What are you doing up here? Get down there. There you are. Who's the other one in information that really needs it? Alyssa. Or was it Alyssa that... No. No, it is Alyssa. Everett's doing okay as far as that goes. And Lamarcus... Lamarcus I might send down to here to do some instinct training. And maybe some repression with, and maybe some repression with your shoots. Actually, you're a captain. You should probably prioritize your justice right now. It is so bad. So I'm just gonna send you down to the shoots portal for right now. Okay, what was I saying? So the main character of Arc Knights is called the Doctor, and after being gone for most of the collaboration, the Doctor shows up towards the end, and it becomes clear very fast that the Doctor is just so genuinely baffled by everything that Limbus Company says and does. Jose? Okay, thank goodness. How can you do with one work of censored? Hi. You're a pretty good agent. There shouldn't be too much of an issue, but gonna keep an eye on this. I'm gonna be quiet while I see what Jose does. How Jose does, rather. Alright, not bad, not bad. Okay, we're not in any particular rush, so we're gonna keep that to once per cycle. For now. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. You are gonna do some serious training with their shoots to do something about that terrible, justice stat of yours. You're a team captain and it's at only 3. What is that? And I'm gonna do it twice per cycle for you, because you really, really need it. What was the question? If I asked a question, I no longer remember what that question was. Although that does remind me of one of the more underrated jokes from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where near the beginning of the first book, where the main character Arthur Dent is lamenting his circumstances trapped on an alien spaceship, and Arthur's like, "At times like these, I always wish I had listened to what my mother told me." And the guy next to him on the trip is like, "What did she tell you?" To which Arthur's like, "I don't know, I wasn't listening." You also need some fortitude, but the problem is you're red weak. I'm gonna send you to go around a bird next cycle. I think everyone, for the most part, has decent stats all around. Oh, before I forget, everyone move to the lower corridors. Anyone, anywhere that needs a boost, someone particular. Fortitude. We're gonna need a day dedicated solely to fortitude at this rate, because it's what everyone needs. Well, I suppose I could top off some attachment here. No, Tatiana, take the blessing so that it's not a thing for the rest of the ship. No, I wanted to bring up something from a little earlier than that. Where, perhaps predictably, the village the sinners had been staying in turned out to be an enclave of Seaborn worshippers. And they choose to show this by stabbing everyone. And the point of stabbing everyone is that the knives have Seaborn cells in them to make all the Limbus Company officially infected. And the idea is that if they don't die, they'll just turn into other Seaborns. And the thing is, the villagers don't even see what's wrong with this. They think they're genuinely doing what they feel is best. Because they all like being Seaborn, and they want to spread that to other people. And we have the moment where tense music is playing while Dante absorbs his information, and then the music cuts out as Dante's like, "Oh, this is actually isn't that big a problem." A thought that had been running in my head, actually, is, I want to see what the control people need. Pretty well-rounded except for some prudence and justice. Well-rounded except for prudence, justice, and just a smidge of temperament. In that case, I'm going to have you two smooth out that, No, you're okay for everything except justice. It looks like for the next training session, it's gonna be a pure instinct and justice run, because that seems to be what everyone is needing. But okay. Something that was running in my mind about that Inquisitor is that you know how Zishun had multiple lessons from multiple sinners about how to best impart her words so that she's not using too many words or speaking in such a way that her meaning isn't clear? We need to take those lessons that Zishun got and give them to Irene Because, God, Irene just had the worst communication issues. And it's not like Irene is a bad person or anything. Just that, yeah, she's used to everyone immediately obeying when she tells them what to do. And so when she runs into our sinners, there's like, why are you not listening to me? You're just outsiders. Okay, you need instinct too. About here. Instinct and justice. Instinct and justice and prudence. You could use some prudence. Might send you up to Snow Queen. You're good for everything except justice. Slowly ironing out everyone's stats to be ready for the end game. Everyone's hovering around the hundreds, which is nice, but there are some holes to patch up, especially with instinct. Might have to do some armor shuffling to best do a day of instinct training after all this is over. Although, speaking of which, the new cap is 130, right? To 120. Then I'll grind immediately on a King of Greed, just to help her out. Like, I would think after a couple of these, I'll throw her at Blue Star to push Prudence to 122. Make our super agents even more super. Well, at the very least, we have the reroll, so it's not something that's like overly restrictive. We don't have to stick with the first choices we have. Of course, there's always the non-zero chance that the reroll gives us something worse. Amber Dawn. Okay, cool. Not the biggest deal. Dirt sheets. Lamarcus, you do that. Okay, gotta kill some clerks first. Unfortunately, Queen of Hatred Dawn was basically unavoidable. There was no possible way that that wasn't going to happen. Oh yeah, that. Okay, the more high rolls, the better. It means less works overall that we need to do on censored. Imagine if we somehow get Letitia today. That would be hilarious. You. More. You guys, pump up your justice higher. It's too low for what you are. Oh hey, Lamarcus got the smoke and the cigar. Yeah, Letitia would definitely help patch up some of the instinct issues we're having right now. Alright, I was sending some people here to patch up their adjustment or attachment. Everyone here has the tier. The training department is the saddest department. That does annoy me a bit, because one of the main gimmicks of Wild Hunt Heathcliff is to change enemy sanity, and now all bosses after his Kanto have that passive. And there goes Punishing Bird taking that people. Just another day. When does Hod ever get anything nice in life, ever? I'm going back and forth right now on how to handle Ruina as we approach the end of this game. Well, I guess for a given definition of approaching the end. Because even though we're on day 30-something, I don't know how long it'll actually take to get to 50. But anyways, what I'm saying. So I have no idea when I'm going to beat Lobcore. I would like to do it sometime this year, but I don't know how possible that is. But the point is, do I want to jump straight to Ruina, or do I want a break? And after giving it a lot of thought, I feel like the way I want to do it is, if it's looking like we are reaching a run that's going to get to day 50 and beat day 50, then during the time of that run, I'm basically going to open up a bribe. Leave open the option to let the audience decide whether we take a break from Project Moon for a bit or jump straight to Ruin after Lobcore. I'll give more details as we reach the relevant days. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I had heard that there was a buff to fix the Chesed bullets, but I didn't realize it was a separate mod from the other mods. So I actually installed the mod to fix the Chesed bullets the other day. Fingers crossed that we don't actually need them, but now they're there. Emilia, you keep going from regular Super Agent to Supreme Agent. You're a hot baby. I really gotta figure out what to do with you. Yeah, you're pretty alright. Or you know what? I'm gonna start training you with Funeral over here. I'm gonna start turning you from just a filler agent to a proper agent. Fortitude and Prudence pushed to the max. Emilia's gonna be our first extreme agent. Oh yeah. I suppose we could send Misona back down to try and get the gift from Judgment Bird, but I feel like there's no point unless we know for a fact the Doctor is visiting. Then grind for the gift. Your stats are pretty okay right now. What about you, Delaney? Good for the most part, except for bit more fortitude. Cool. You need fortitude and prudence. Fortitude and prudence. Fortitude and prudence and... Oh, you could use some more justice. Summer, you're usually better at the apple. Please don't give us a scare. Oh my god. Oh yeah, it's the funny now to finally finish the original thought I had, which is that after Dante's like, huh, everyone's gonna turn into monsters? That's not good. Oh hey, that slug is about to completely wreck that clerk shit. We're gonna have to see what's going on with Big Bird's Clyfoth after all is said and done. But for now, we're just gonna send our agents at it and call it a day. Oh, Jose's already suppressing someone. He's at the censored corridor, so that's fine. You know what? Test out Mimicry. Have you guys test out Mimicry? And you do that, and you do that. Oh my god, they're just everywhere. These slugs are the worst. Gabriella, yo. You help over here. Try to keep our clerks from dying. Jose should be good down here by himself. We'll see what happens. Health check. Lamarcus is doing fine. Gabriella's already done. You guys are doing fine for right now. Although you guys could maybe use a smidge of assistance. Gonna throw a scroll in there. Pansy is doing fine. Huh. It seems like not even enough clerks have died to affect Big Bird right now. I feel like the reason that Dante was a bit okay with that is because oh my god, clerks didn't even die for Big Bird's Clyfoth. Amazing. We really have developed quite the fine crew. Oh, there is. How many is it before Big Bird gets upset? Like 5 or something? Oh my god, was that the only clerk to die? I think that might have been the only clerk to die in that entire scuffle. Yeah, I think that was the case. That's the only clerk. In that case, just pop off 2 more. Anyways. Well, one of my favorite Better Call Paul segments is Paul just having an absolute conniption fit. Paul having an absolute conniption fit because Army in Pink basically shows a ton of signs of being an A-list, but is also classified as a Zayan. Army in Pink is confusing. For the little of course it was bugged. Why wouldn't it be? There isn't a single thing in here that's not bugged. Okay. I think the little thing at the end of the article for Censored says that as well. When it comes to people working on it, it also acts like a Zayan, where it does less damage the higher the armor is. Okay, time for me to finally finish my thought. Anyway, earlier in the story, Dante mentally compared the Seaborn effect to the palletification from the white whale. So he might have been, oh, I'll just rewind it like I would rewind palletification. Which is admittedly a hell of a gamble to take. The other thing about that scene is that Dante knows how weird it sounds out of context, but he still has to ask, and so he's like, Amiya, can you kill all the sinners, preferably in a painless way? And of course, Amiya's like, wait, what? Why are you asking me to do that? Yeah, Scotty has no idea of anything that's going on, but she's still like, okay, cool. You want me to decapitate you? Consider it done. Anyways, and after that whole sequence of events is done, the sinners are understandably very pissed off at the villagers for what they pulled. And so it leads to an arc of it leads to an arc of a large chunk of the sinners just looking as intimidating as possible. I really like the crossover, in case everyone couldn't tell, which makes the fact that it's going away suck even worse. That's kind of the problem. So anyways, I mentioned before that it seemed like Don Quixote was actually getting a lot of focus on in the story, and that goes even double after certain reveals hit, where it's basically shown that Mayers is just Arknight's Don Quixote. Like, The Last Knight has similar literary origins as Don Quixote, but when it comes to character, Mayers is just Arknight's Don Quixote. This day has been going extremely smooth, which actually makes me a bit nervous because this game has taught me to always be ready for when the other shoe drops. The thing that really got me thinking like this is that when Dante rewinds from... Oh, it was supposed to be Alyssa. When Dante rewinds from curing everyone of the politification, or rather from the seaborne disease, one of the sensations he feels more than anything is what he describes as the crushing isolation of the ocean. And that's apparently what all seaborne feel. But also the other thing that makes it more hilarious that this event ended up being a Don Quixote focus story, which no one was expecting, is that oof, that was a lot of damage, but that's also going to help with the instant trading, so I'd say call that a win. Probably the most hysterical part of this whole thing is that late in the plot, it's revealed that things would not have played out exactly the way they did if not for Don Quixote. Does it count as Don Quixote ruining everything because the plot wouldn't have happened without her? Or does it count as her saving everything because things might not have ended as well as they did without her? I'm actually not entirely sure. Oh god, the last night. Now that battle made me sweat. But honestly, I kind of felt like the last night was a bit of fun. Which is weird, but it might come down to the team that you pick. Hold that thought while I keep us to the next cycle. Oh hey, that was lucky. What I was actually going to ask next is if it's possible to do censored twice. Because, I do want to pick up the pace a bit, but I don't want to risk too much. Well, Jose can do it thrice this cycle because the Clyfoth Meltdown hit Censored's box, so it's not going to have a penalty for this round. Nice. Do that while I do my other rounds of training for everyone. And then I can do round 2 with... I'm going to execute clerks first. Okay, no more there. I would say a couple in Central Command. Central Command can spare clerks. Now I can spare enough people as Jose. Green Noon could be tricky, depending on how it plays out. Especially if some Green Noon robots appear in Extraction. Because right now I want to grab the claw at a discounted price. But if the Green Dawns kill all the Extraction clerks, is gonna bump it back up to 221, I think it is. Which may not seem like one, but that's basically an extra word. Well, like I was saying, we did get a bit lucky because the Clyphot Meltdown hits censored, so we can do 3 works in a cycle. My hope is that we can make it so that we can grab everything in we can grab everything in the next cycle, basically. After the Green Dawns, provided that the Green Dawns don't completely murder the corpse. Or Green Noons, what am I saying? Probably a good idea. I'll get on that after Jose finishes. Good job, Jose. Keep doing work like that, and we are going home at the rate in the next cycle. $182. Our goal is 214. Yeah, 214. 2 more work should hopefully be enough. And that's going to be next cycle. Okay. It's all coming down to a wire. Punishing Bird is broken. I call this stream title The Revenge of Censored, but it's sure as heck not getting a lot of revenge. I still kind of like that my playthrough has the unique aspect where I didn't have any of the usual censored solutions is that I didn't have any of the usual censored solutions, but I managed to jury rig a solution anyways using our little music box over here. That reminds me, I probably should I have Jose read Skin Prophecy, just for a little extra bit of security. I can't believe I didn't think to do it. I kind of need a lot more uses on this though. Like 3 more in order to get everything. So just because I'm gonna have 3 people use this just to have this finished. So Jose, you first. We're almost good on that, except for Lumina's bracelet. Lumina's bracelet is gonna be a bitch to deal with when it comes to that specific mission. Anyone else I want to send over here while I'm at it? Maybe let's see. Okay. He could take it. Yeah, he'd be fine. One thing I want to do to try and get Lumina's bracelet finished is that, well, if, for example, the Green Moon comes around, to have someone fighting the robots grab the bracelet and heal it off that way, so that at least the bracelet is doing something. But even that's not reliable. This is probably one of our worst tools right now, because it just does nothing for us. But the only reason it's here is because the other options were legitimately that much worse. I mean, Lumina's bracelet has been mostly harmless because even if it melts down, you can just grab it and forget it. Except for Bina's mission coming up. I finally found the one situation where Lumina's bracelet is a legitimate pain. Alyssa, go. You guys are gonna have the best instincts of information by the time this is done. What else do I usually do in this cycle? Because I kind of feel like I've done it all already. I have currently turning Amelia into a super agent. Now I don't even remember what I was originally talking about anymore because we got distracted. People keep saying that they want it to be Big Bad Wolf because, Heathcliff would get it, and it would at least mean to, that Heathcliff finally gets something. Guy hasn't had anything all season. One sinner always gets the short end of the stick when it comes to a season, and this season it's Heathcliff. Oh yeah, the She Association exists again. Poor Sea Association got a bit of flack for having what's basically a bit of an unworkable gimmick. Okay, can't delay anymore. Let's ride. Zero threat at all. Mary has mimicry, so that should be no problem. Oh, this one down here. You could be a problem. Who would be the best agent to send that could deal with you? Oh, Jose already intercepted him. No one here really has the best or fighting. The closest is probably Pusey. Yeah, Pusey's the closest for this area. Unless I want to send Anton from Control to pitch in. Yeah, I might do that. Send Anton from Control against this one and have Pusey lend a hand. Try to double team it like that. Okay. For this one, it's gonna be LaMarcus and Gabriella. Okay, you're already on it because you're in the same door. What about up here then? Oh, everyone here is Red Week. It's gonna have to be someone else. Summer doesn't exactly have the best red resistances anyway. Barely a 0.8. This is Pansy, like, no problem. This one over here is probably gonna be Galena and Summer then. Emilia then. Lasihan? Would Lasihan be good? Jose has censored, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. He should be able to live. Bella's HP is too low. That's a non-starter. Okay, right now, I don't know who can get this guy in the corridor. Everyone else is occupied in one way or another. Except maybe London could maybe get up there in time. She does have Gold Rush. Could at least have London distract them while some of the other people get freed up. Yeah, it's just gonna have to be the game plan. Or you know what? Now could be the time to do the thing I'm talking about. Or I'm gonna let this run and see what happens. Oh my god, they're just wiping out clerks like mad. Gonna need these robots to die in short order before something bad happens. Okay, good. Emilia, go help up here. Oh my god, you're already down to 2. Lasihan, help. Wait, do we not have anyone killing here? Why did I not notice that no one was attending this? Okay, you can at least do that. Get the disciplinary one before we get in further trouble. Okay. Big Bird didn't get let out at least. And we protected the extraction clerks. We finished the missions we set out to do. And that's the important thing. Jose. She's fine. I did remember to get clerks for her last time. This isn't going another cycle, but even if it was, she'd be satiated. Oh, Queen of Hatred. How we love and hate you. Oh, we have enough. Cool. Let's get the heck out of here. what did we get from that? Lamarcus has improved a lot. Everett has improved a bit. Alyssa's fortitude has improved a lot. Nice. Emilia's fortitude has climbed up. Jose's prudence has climbed up. Mary got some stats. Rin got super juiced. Tatiana got juiced a bit. You got your temperaments boosted. You need more prudence. Gonna need to remember that for next time. You got some prudence, could use more. This is good now. You got a bit more justice, which is good. And you got a tiny bit more justice. Cool. What's our abnormality picks for today? Oh, look, nothing there. We already got everything from you, so what's our dimensional refraction variant? Big and will be bad wolf. Ooh. Did you want to... I was just thinking that we needed more instinct trainers. Because our facility's just lacking it so bad. Yeah. If there's any time to grab it, it's now. We can re-extract, but there's no guarantee we'll get it as good as this. Plus, the next time is going to be a tool, so there's no chance of getting Red Riding Hood to piss him off in the same department. We read this already, right? I actually don't remember. Yeah, okay, now I remember. It came up, but it got rejected. I forget in favor of who. Wait. Did we actually not do the Hakama mission? We didn't because we had the Hod newbie. Or no, wait, we did do it. I thought for a second we didn't. Okay, this needs to be expanded to 4, and this needs to be expanded to 3. Feels like now's the time to hire someone to flop into extraction with Delaney. Adam! Oh my god, Adam, you're alive again! And now you have no mouth and you must scream. God, I haven't seen you since the beginning of the game. Have you been, buddy? Okay, since we know for a fact that's gonna be red damage, I'm gonna put you in a red-resistant armor. Do we have red-resistant armor is the question. Well, we have some Grinder Mark IV. Oh, wait, I need to put Adam in the face. Okay. What does Galena get in the meantime while we're doing this wet experiment? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I kind of want to save to, I kind of want to begin management, well, this day's gonna, we're only gonna see if Adam can survive this. So I don't think it matters which he wears for right now. For weapon, grab Bear Paws, just so you know. It's not gonna matter anyways. I'll give you something better next time. I know I just said it didn't matter, but it just doesn't feel right. Okay, let's see our friend here. Look at him. Look how cartoony he is. So you said attachment, Adam. That word. All these blurbs, referencing the classic Hail. Okay, attachment is very middle of the road. Adam lost half his health. Whatever information that tells us. Well, while we work out what this math stuff means, I'm going to end the stream. Next week we're gonna do exactly that. Do another day, and we're gonna do another day, and now that we have so many fortitude trainers to pick from, we're gonna possibly do a day of justice and instinct grinding to patch up the people that need it. We're having some very chill days right now, and I'm gonna stick with the chill days for as long as possible until things stop being chill in the near future. See you all next week.